Mother's Day weekend. This is Felicia from World Deliverance Christian Center. I'm here with my daughter Nalisha, and for Mother's Day we're going to show you how to make an affordable artificial floral arrangement. As I work on the artificial floral arrangement, Nalisha will be working on a live floral arrangement for a special person in her life. So Nalisha, I want you to tell them as we got something exciting going on. So before we tell them what type of material they need and where they can purchase them at for affordable price, tell them the surprise that we have for them this weekend.
Okay, so because it is Mother's Day weekend, we are doing a giveaway. There's just a couple steps that I need everyone to follow. So, you know, at World Deliverance, we go live every single Sunday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
So we need you to watch the service. While you're watching it, we need you to like it, share it, and leave a comment during the service. So while you're watching, we need you to type the comment, Mom.
Mom.
That will be your giveaway entry, and then you'll receive one of these lovely floral arrangements that we're going to be making today.
Right, so you may be the person that we show up at your home and deliver this floral arrangement to you. So there'll be one person that we bless with a floral arrangement. Or tomorrow just may be you. So let's get started, Nalisha. We're going to tell them what I'll tell them what they'll be needing for the artificial arrangement, and then you can tell them about your live flowers. And this is really good because some people are allergic to live flowers and stuff. My mother-in-law, she's allergic to them, so this is a good alternative. And then, as we know, artificial flowers, they never die, so that's the other good thing. So what you'll need, first off, you're going to need some type of container, something to put your, to arrange your flowers in. So I have this big, huge cup. You can find this at Michael's right now. I don't think they have any in stock, so I'm really sorry. It only ran this about $5. So what's so cool about this large mug is that you can write on it with chalk. So you can do several things with it. So first, gather yourself some type of container so that you can arrange your flowers in. So that's that. As you can see, I have a couple of more. This is another neat mug that I picked up from Target. Right now, they're on sale for $5. The one that Nalisha is holding, it says, I got this from my favorite kid. It's on sale at Target now for $10. And then here's just one more coffee mug I have. Says this coffee is making me awesome. So you can arrange your floral arrangements in here. Which is cool because once you know the flowers are gone or you want to move on, this is a real coffee mug, so you can actually use these. They're multi-purpose. So you have your container. The next thing you're going to need is some type of styrofoam. As you can see, I've already prepped my cup here.
Yes. Some
type of styrofoam. And Nalisha, what's the difference? Because you'll be using making a floral arrangement. So what's the difference? What do they need there?
You're going to follow similar steps when making both a live or artificial floral arrangements. One of the key differences is that Lady Felicia is using dry floral foam. Okay, so you want to use that with artificial flowers. With real live flowers like I'll be using today, you're going to use something called a wet floral foam. So what happens with wet floral foam, as you can see, I got it kind of soaking over here. You want to let it soak for a couple hours. It'll get heavy as a brick, you guys, so you'll know when it's ready. This allows the foam to absorb water, and then you don't have to worry about actually filling your cup or your vase or whatever you're using with water. You just put that foam in it. Add your flowers and you're all good to go.
Okay, so I got my styrofoam. I got it from the dollar store, Dollar Tree, one of my favorite places. So they have different kind. Like this one is white. The one that I use is green. Then I looked to see what type of flowers that I wanted. I knew I wanted to go with something pink. So you pick out your color scheme too. I already have a color scheme in mind before you even go to the store because it can be overwhelming. They have so many beautiful flowers in the store right now. So again, I purchased all my flowers from the dollar store. So as you can see, I have 3 nice full flowers. They were $1 each because these are your larger ones. So they were $1 each. And then I brought some little fillers also. So altogether, I have 5 flowers that I'm going to work with, okay? They were all $1 a piece. Also, I'm going to decorate this mug. So you might want to pick up you some ribbon or something like that. As you can see, I've already pre-cut my ribbon. So I have ribbon here, different types of ribbon, different shades. I'm going to use those. Also, again, I purchased this from the dollar store. This came from Dollar Tree. And then I bought this pink ribbon from Walmart. So it was $1.97. Okay. I also picked up this little butterfly from the dollar store. It is, isn't it? You know I love sparkly things. You see that glitter on it? Isn't it cute? So I'm going to use this little butterfly. Well, it's not so little, but they have smaller ones if you don't care for such large butterflies. I like things big and grand. And so you can pick them up small, or you can pick up larger ones. So I picked up a large one. I'm going to show you how to bring that together, okay? Then I also picked up some floral moss. And Nalisha, I picked this up from the Dollar Tree as well. So are you going to be using floral moss for yours
yes,
too?
so I may use this to kind of decorate the bottom of the floral arrangement that I'll be making.
Okay, and I'm going to use it for the same thing, just to fill it in so that you don't see your styrofoam, whether you're using it. Where's yours? Wet foam?
Mine's is wet floral
and
foam.
So hers is wet floral foam. Again, mine's is dry floral foam. And again, you use the dry if you're going to use artificial flowers. You need to use the wet floral foam if you're going to use live flowers. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're going to get started. I also want to show you the different little containers that they have at the dollar store. You can also use this, you know, just pop the top off and what it will have in there, the dry floral moss. And you can arrange your flowers here with this also if you just want to make a little small something, which is great. Again, when you're done with it, or the person that you're making it for, they can remove the artificial flowers and the floral foam and use it as a keepsake, or just to, you know, put little things in. You know, they're always handy. So that's one thing. I picked up another little cute one. It's in the form of a purse. Fix that right back. It's in the form of a purse, and again, you can use that. You know, it becomes a container. So it's up to you. Anything that you can kind of arrange the flowers in. Then I would suggest you do that. Use your creativity. One thing you're also gonna need is my glue gun. My little granddude DJ, he watches me with this glue gun all the time. So whenever something is broken around the house, the first thing DJ will say, get the glue gun. Use the glue gun, mommy. So he thinks that the glue gun is the, you know, the answer to everything, which it is. I mean, you can use it for a lot of things, wood, everything. So make sure you have a glue gun. I haven't seen glue guns at the dollar store in a long time, but you can pick it up from Michael's.
Walmart.
You can pick it from Walmart. Walmart would be the cheapest. This glue gun would probably cost you about $3, okay? So pick you up a glue gun, and then make sure you get your glue sticks. You can find these at the dollar store. They have them all the time. So you get it like a pack of 20 for $1. So gather your glue sticks. You can find those at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, all those places too. But I'm telling you, you know, the cheapest place, the most affordable place you can get these items, Dollar Tree. And then you want to make sure that you have like some floral. They have at the Dollar Tree. They also have floral scissors. You can buy the floral scissors, or maybe wire cutters, because why you're going to need this is to you know, cut your flowers. So I already cut these. I pre-cut these. So, you know, they also have grooves in them. You know, you can use them if you want to make them smaller. You can just bend them back and forth with the grooves, and that should work too. But sometimes that's not the groove is not at the desired length that I want. So you'll need something like this to cut the flowers. And then to cut your ribbon, because I know some people probably have a problem when you cut your ribbon, it starts to ravel, and I can't stand that personally. So I would say, you know, invest in a nice pair of pinky shears. So these are Nalisha's. But we want to give a shout out to Mother Dorothy Goins, because she's the one that taught us about sewing with the sewing machine, and she told us we had to invest in a nice pair of pinky shears. Now these probably would cost you about $15 to $20, but if you get your 50% off coupon from Michael's, or 40% off from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, then they're much more affordable. Okay, so why don't we get started? Nalisha is going to work on the floral arrangement there, and then she's doing a live one again. I'm going to work on an artificial one. So you just want to, you know, make sure your flowers are already fluffed out and everything. I kind of already fluffed these and, you know, kind of positioned them the way that I want them to be. So, you know, you just want to start to balance them. You want to start, you know, placing your flowers into the floral vase here, and then I put this one like in the center, so you want to kind of just even it out. And also what you can do, if this is going to be a pretty permanent floral arrangement, you can also glue this, the floral styrofoam. I'm sorry, I've forgotten it for a minute. The floral styrofoam, you can glue it with a hot glue gun, of course, to the bottom of your cup or whatever you're using. If you're gonna, you know, if it's gonna be permanent, you plan on having it for a while. So you just want to start with placing a flower in the middle, and Alicia will be doing the same thing. Hers is live though, and then we're gonna see the finished product. It's gonna be beautiful. And you want to make it balanced. So make sure you always have it balanced, is what I'm saying. So as you can see, and you can I elected to have mine the same length, but you can, you know, especially if you're gonna use more flowers, I would recommend that you make them different lengths, different sizes, okay? So I'm just going to pull this up just a little there, as you can see. And then I'm going to use my fillers. I'm going to put maybe one here on the side. And then maybe one here. And you can bend them and maneuver them, you know, move them around to your liking. If you want to raise them up, give them a little bit more height, a little more depth, you can. That's the beauty about using this styrofoam, this floral styrofoam. You know, you can't mess up, you can't go wrong. You can place them, you don't like the arrangement, just pull it back up, rearrange it the way you prefer it to be. So, just kind of stand up here a little, kind of see how this is looking. Turn it around. See which angle that I like best. Okay. Now that I have that, this is where you're gonna, you know, again, pre-measure your ribbon. And what I'm going to do is use my hot glue gun. This is where that comes into play at. I'm going to take my ribbon that I picked, that I chose, and I'm going to glue it. And notice that, so it's really not that noticeable. I'm going to glue it right here underneath this handle to the cup so that you really can't see it. So let's get our glue gun and do that. Now the thing with the glue gun, you got to be very careful. This glue, it hurts you guys. You get burnt by it. So you want, and then it dries very quickly. So you have to see. It just got me. You have to move quickly. Have to move quickly with the glue gun, with the glue, because it dries very quickly. Okay. So you want to just put it on there. Bring this part around. Okay. Try to get as even as you can. Sometimes when you're working with round items, you're putting ribbon and stuff like that on there, any type of decor. And sometimes it can be challenging to line it up. So just do the best that you can. The most important thing here is that the gift is made with love, and I'm sure the person that will receive it is going to appreciate it and love it. The fact that you spent the energy, money, and time to make it would mean a lot to them, I'm sure. Okay, so as you can see, we got our ribbon, our first ribbon. So even it up there. We got the first ribbon. Now, I sometimes like to do a little something extra, so I want to coordinate this pink to match the flowers that I chose. So I'm just gonna put just a little pink ribbon in the middle there. Give it another little touch. And I'm gonna use the glue gun again to do that. To glue that on, to attach it. And as you see, I'm gluing it underneath the handle, so it isn't so noticeable. Nalisha, how you doing over there?
So I'm doing pretty good over here. I'm just kind of turning the cup to place my flowers in the desired location in the floral foam. And as you can see, I may not actually have to use the floral moss.
I'm looking at that.
Because it looks pretty full already. We'll kind of finish adding the flowers and then maybe go back in with the moss if there's like some bare or empty spots.
Okay. And you're just breaking your flowers there off to the different desired lengths that you prefer?
I am. Okay. So if you notice in the beginning, I kind of sized up the flowers with the cup. And just kind of cut or break them to your desired length. Start long. That way, if you don't like the length of them, you can always cut them down a little bit shorter. If you go too short, you have nowhere to work with that, okay?
Okay. Now, when you soak the wet styrofoam with floral, the wet floral
foam
and foam, did you soak it with the little the packets that come with the flowers?
So I didn't. I literally just filled up a nice large container with water, allowed the floral foam to soak about an hour, and once it gets heavy, I know that it's fully absorbed the water that's in the container.
Okay, so you should not use the floral.
No, you don't have to use the floral food because it's just going to get caught inside of the foam.
Okay. And the foam should soak for approximately an hour. If it isn't heavy, then it's not ready.
It's not ready.
Okay. That's good to know. I didn't know that. Okay, so I got my ribbon on here. So we're almost done, believe it or not. I'm going to use the floral moss. Nalisha said that she didn't need it, but as you can see, you can look and you can see my styrofoam here. So I'm going to use it and just break it off, you know. It can be a little messy, so I'm just going to break it off and fill it in here to make it look more realistic. And you're just you can use as much as you want. You don't want to use too much because you don't want it falling out when you give it to the person that you made it for. So make sure you just kind of secure it in there. Maybe you lose a little, but you should not lose too much. Because again, you just really want to cover that styrofoam so that it's not noticeable. Okay. So hopefully you can see. I'm gonna just kind of turn it a little bit here. You can kind of see just how I've kind of filled it in, the floral moss with it. And again, you can get like 90% of these things, if not 95% of the things that we're using today, we purchase them from Dollar Tree. So we purchase them from Dollar Tree. We have the mugs from Michael's or either Target. And I think everything else, of course, you know, will pick if you're going to use live flowers, you know. Dollar Tree, they sell everything, but I don't think I've never seen live flowers yet. So maybe they will, you guys. And in one place to get some affordable, nice live flowers and plants is Aldi's. So you can check Aldi's. Although today they didn't We went earlier, they didn't have any, so. And but by the way, we did get all of our live flowers. We did get them from Jules. So we got that. Now, what we want to do is see where we're going to place our giant butterfly. So we're just going to open that up. Sorry for the noise, you guys. Open the butterfly up again. Got that from the dollar store. And they have them smaller than this. You can get 2 in a packet. This was 1 because this is the largest one they had. And I'm just going to try to see, figure out where I want this butterfly to be. And that's up to you. I really like kind of putting things to the side, you guys. You'll see me like put things to the side instead of the middle. And pretty much, this is kind of the finished product. So hopefully you guys can see it. Real simple. Butterfly on the side. What do you think, Nalisha?
It looks beautiful. I love it.
Yes.
So pretty.
I like it too. So again, if you want more flowers, just buy more flowers, add them. Pick your color scheme out, your container that you're going to use, whether it's a mug. They have some nice mugs from the dollar store that you can use. Or Target again. Different containers. A dollar store. And there you have it. And just kind of play around with it. Look at your colors and everything. And this is so easy because you don't have to do anything to it. So I think, you can make this. Honestly, you guys, the mug was on clearance. But you can make this for, about $10. $10, $12 easily. Okay? So, Nalisha, we're going to see what yours look like. Bring yours front and center.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to hold it up so you guys can get a good view of it. Look how full and beautiful it looks.
Now, are you going to add a ribbon or anything to yours, Nalisha, or a balloon or anything? Or you're happy with that?
You know what? I may add a balloon to it. I don't want to add ribbon just because I love the saying on the cup. And I want that to be want you to be able to see that. So I'm not going to cover that part up. But I may add a balloon. And maybe this one because it's purple and we all know that I love coffee. So that is perfect for me. And literally we're just going to stick that down in the middle. Uh-oh. Perfect. Oh, that looks so pretty.
Yes. And the balloon says, "Mom, I love you, a latte." So, Nalisha's, her floral arrangement was a little bit more expensive because, again, it's live flowers. She chose to use this, purchase this big cup from Target. Again, it was $10. We got the dozen of roses from Jules for $10. And then the balloon from the dollar store. So, if you went to Jules and purchases, we did see something similar. They're charging in the upwards of $30, $25, $30, $40. So, you'll save a little if you make it yourself. And then, again, because you put that extra love and care in it, I'm sure that whatever mom receives it, that she will love it. The other option is you can also attach a balloon. If you wanted to just use one of these balloons, you can tie that to the handle, and that would be cute too.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea, isn't it? So we're going to set these over to the side. We're done with those. I'm going to put that there so you can see it. Nalisha, if you can put yours maybe on this side so that they can see the finished product.
Okay, it's pretty heavy.
Okay. And even if you wanted to, again, you can switch it out. You can still also put a balloon in there, attach a balloon to the handle. It's up to you. One other thing, a good bargain is I got this from the dollar store and it says "Mom," really cute. So just want to throw that in to you guys. So next, Nalisha, I think we're going to work on this candy bouquet.
Okay.
Okay? So we're going to put this, we got a little mess going on. But quickly before we do that, did you have any purple maybe roses that you could grab, Nalisha?
Purple roses?
Yes. I'm going to show you guys a really nice trick that I learned about a couple of years ago. And you can do this with artificial flowers too, but it works best with live flowers. It just looks better. When you pick out your color scheme, whatever color flowers you're gonna have, you can have your match your water to your flowers. So this is it. This is just again a little vase from the dollar store. I picked this up from the dollar store. Filled it almost half full with water, and I'm gonna put drop of food coloring. This is purple food coloring. We want it to change the water, make it purple. This is a little dark. But you can, again, take your flowers that you're using, cut them down, and you can put your flowers in there and make your flowers match your color, your water. Okay, so that's just a little tip. It's a little darker than I desire. You only need it probably 1 drop, and as you know, food coloring is very potent, so you don't need an awful lot. And you can pick the food coloring up. You can use gel or you can use regular liquid food coloring. You can pick that up from the dollar store as well. Doesn't have to be, you don't want to spend too much money on it. But that's a nice tip. I've changed the water, made it yellow before, blue to match the flowers, green, and it just comes out beautiful. So that's just a little tip. If you just want to do something real simple, get yourself a vase, put some water, put food coloring in, and watch it match your flowers. So we're going to move on to the candy bouquet.
Yes.
So what do we need for the candy bouquet, Nalisha? Let's tell them about the items. Again, we purchased all these things from the dollar store.
Yes, so as you guys see, we have boxes of candy. So this is Sweetest Fish. Feel free to substitute this with any other box of candy if this is not your desired candy. And then we have the foam. So again, this is dry foam. Okay, and then we have individually wrapped pieces of candy, okay, on skewers, which you all know that they have those at the dollar store also. And of course, she used her handy dandy glue gun to attach these.
Exactly.
Okay, and then we have a variety. Here's some Twixes. We have M&Ms and Kit Kats.
And you can do this again, you can color coordinate it, it's up to you. But I just choose, candy that's pretty popular. So I would say that you want to make sure that you pick out the candy that the person enjoys the most, okay? And then you go from there. And these are all individual, got it from the dollar store. You get about 6 individually wrapped candies for $1. So we bought 4. You're gonna need 4 or whatever candies you elect. They need to be in boxes, okay? So, because this is gonna serve as your container to hold the bouquet. So they need to be in boxes. So make sure if you don't get the same candy, it looks better if you get all the same to make the base of it. But it's up to you. If you get different ones, just make sure the boxes are the same size, okay? So what I've already done, just to save time, is that I already glued these, hot glue them to each other, these boxes, okay? So that's 3. We're gonna just put take the styrofoam, that's the same styrofoam we use for the flowers. And we're gonna glue this styrofoam into the middle of one of the boxes. Make sure that it stays when we get ready to add and press it down firmly to add our candy. Okay, set it down, Alicia. You're going to take the 4th box and you're going to glue it on top, just like that, okay? So let's do that. Let's see, make sure this is in the same, okay. Get again, you got to work quickly with this glue gun. And don't be afraid, if you don't think you're going to overdo it, you definitely want to add enough so that it'll stay and it doesn't fall apart on you. And you're just going to firmly line it up. Make sure they're all lined up evenly with each other. And it should look something like this. Okay, so you got 4, 2 on top, 2 on the side. The styrofoam in the middle, and remember, glue that down to one of the boxes, because if you don't, then it'll just be all over the place, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to just arrange the candy that we glued on the screws, and this is going to be a candy bouquet. So you're going to turn it upside down or turn it a different direction here. It's more vertical, and we're just going to start to add them. You want to add all your candy again, You want to just kind of strategically I always say start in the middle, work your way out on the side. And you can break your sticks, make them small, or see how I'm pressing that one down lower, so you can have different levels and height and stuff like that. And so it's just up to you. I'm going to just turn this around so I can see how this is looking. Okay, and Alicia, we just going to
fill it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I have about, and we're going to make them different lengths. I have, I think maybe 9 or 10 pieces of candies that's glued to the stick here. And again, don't be too concerned that you're going to mess something up if you want. I mean, you can always, if you want to put, let's put one, maybe another, and then we're going to switch this around, put a third M&M over there. You could always pull it out and reposition them just as the way we're doing it now. You want to make sure that all your candies, we turned this around to face us so that we can see how it's looking. You want all your candies, you want them facing you, you know, so make sure all the front of the candies are facing you. And you just want to just kind of put them around there. You can use all different kinds of candy, as long as it's individually wrapped. You could break these, so I'm just breaking this one off because I want this one to come towards the base of it. And so I would recommend, you know, you put some down a little lower. So I'm going to go back in here, pull this Kit Kat off, break it a little bit, so I want it to be closer to the base. Okay. If you don't like exactly how it turned out, just pull them up and start all over again. Okay. And then we have, so that we have our camera, pull this one up a little bit, just to kind of make it the same level as the other Kit Kat, breaking it. And be careful, we don't want you to get a splinter or anything, okay? Then we have this little balloon. And we're going to stick this balloon in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, there you have it. Your candy bouquet. You can put your balloon, you can even break this balloon off if you wanted to. You don't want it to stand up so tall, you know, towering over the candy bouquet. It's up to you. You know, you could put more than one in there. Again, you can attach a balloon, tape it to the box. But there you have it, and with all different type of candy. So hopefully you'll pick out your person's favorite candy. Again, this causes, you can make this. You have $1 each for the boxes. The styrofoam's $1. That's $5, and then I bought 3 packs of candy. That was another $3 and paid $2 for the balloon. There you have it, nice $10. And I saw these in Walmart, I think, for $20. So you're making it for half the price. And you see how fast we were able to make that. So, Nalisha, I think we've done a good job here. And again, we want to wish you a happy, happy Mother's Day weekend. And Alicia's going to tell you again what we're asking you to do. There'll be one person that will randomly select and deliver one of these floral arrangements to you. Okay? So, Nalisha, if you can give them the instructions again. First of all, if you could do us a favor, make sure, hopefully you've already done it, that you like what we've done today. Wrote a comment, and also share it. You can go back and share it. If you haven't shared it before now, you can definitely go back and share it. It's definitely nice little tips. You can have your kids can even do this, okay, with some supervision. Of course, don't leave them alone with that hot glue gun. Nalisha, if you can give them the instructions on what we're asking them to do again tomorrow.
Okay, so if you would like to enter our floral arrangement giveaway, you are going to tune into our celebration of worship, which starts on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., okay? So you're going to watch that live service. Make sure you like the service, make sure you share it, and leave a comment during the service, okay? The code word for the giveaway is MOM. So just leave that comment saying MOM, and we'll know that that's your giveaway entry.
And from Nalisha and I, Happy
Mother's Day.